Greetings. Welcome to week 3 of Foundations of Ethics, Life and Teachings of Jesus. I want to start off by just commending you for the excellent work that you're doing with your weekly discussions as well as your assignments. In your discussion postings, you all have been very respectful and encouraging towards one another. Please do keep up the good work. And then also, I want to remind you that this coming Saturday, I will be posting midterm grades. So if you do have any questions regarding your graded assignments and discussions, please do send me an email or give me a call. Let me take this moment to now just recap on week 1 and week 2. Reflecting upon week 1, we talked about the temptation of Christ. Matthew chapter 4 verses 1 through 11. In those opening verses, we discover that Christ was tempted at what we would consider at a weak moment. He had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and the Bible tells us afterwards he was hungry, and the tempter came to him and tempted him to turn stones into bread. However, Jesus had the proper response to temptation. He responded not out of his own volition, out of the fact, in other words, out of the fact that he was just hungry and wanted to satisfy that hunger. He responded with the word of God. He said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God." Jesus made a choice. And just like Jesus made a choice and he responded properly to temptation, each and every day we also make choices. And we must be mindful of the fact that our choices must be the proper responses, especially in those moments when we are tempted. Considering that this is also an ethical course, I'd like to just add that our choices to temptation, if not careful, can also have grave consequences. Unethical choices can have grave consequences. When we look at week 2, we studied the parables of Christ. One of the parables was regarding the lost sheep, another one, the lost son. We talked about the rich man who was considered as self-centered. He thought about with all that he could do for himself, and then he suffered an untimely death. He had choices too. And so when we look at those parables, we see how even in those parables, there were ethical principles that could be gleaned upon. And as we apply those principles to the times in which we live, those principles can also aid us in making sound ethical decisions. When we look at week 3, we're going to be observing the social issues that Jesus addressed. When you look at those social issues, they are found in the Gospel of Matthew, chapters 5, 6, and 7, also referred to as the Sermon on the Mount. Some of those very same issues Jesus addresses are issues in which we contend with today. So I want to encourage you to continue this journey with us as we study the foundations of ethics, life, and teachings of Jesus. I trust and pray that you all will have a wonderful week. And once again, please do not hesitate to give me a call or send me an email if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you so much.